Welcome to the Shortwave radio channel. And, we are a few days away from the B25 shortwave schedule. So this means that on Sunday, we will finally be in the different schedule season, the winter season for Northern Hemisphere, the summer season for the Southern Hemisphere. So it's called B25, and the reason stations do that and change frequency and sometimes they move time is to make sure that propagation is the best for the target areas that they are sending their programs. Because of the changing of the seasons and the angle of the sun, propagation needs to be adjusted. You have to change your frequencies, you have to change some details about how you transmit to your target audience to make sure that they still hear you. So there's this website that I'm sharing here. They have the B25 transmission schedules. They're a little complex to understand, but they are very complete. This is the High Frequency Coordination Committee, which oversees the broadcasters, make sure that there's no overlap, that stations don't broadcast on top of each other. And of course, this list changes day by day. So there's constantly any changes being done. And every day that you go there, there will have some changes on the files that you have. So when you get here, and I'll share the link with the in the description below, you have a B25 allx2.zip file. You download this, and then you extract it, and you'll have different files in there. So you have all the details of the transmitter sites, the languages, the organizations, even emails and phone numbers of organizations, and so on. But you have a B25 all text, and this, when you open it, is this file. So this is all the frequencies that have been registered and that exists now that you can check out if your favorite broadcast is in there. It's a little difficult to navigate through because of the way that they, it's like a EIBI space list made worse because there are some of the changes in here that are very, very different. So, for example, sometimes it's clear, like WCR means WWCR. It tells you that that's that station. But you will have other abbreviations that you don't necessarily know what they mean, including the ones with the organizations that are behind the transmitter site and so on. But overall, it's not clear. You're not going to see, oh, well, this is Radio Romania. You might just see all sorts of different abbreviations in there that you don't really know. So you'll see here, like, okay, well, what's this? This is KBS, and okay, that's KBS World Radio, and you'll have information about like TDF. Well, that's the transmitter sites in France, the Issoudun transmitter site. So you can see how difficult it is to navigate through this, but it does give you an idea of all the transmissions that are upcoming to the B25 season out there. And you can search by language if you want. So if you want to check English, it's ENG. You just search for ENG in the text file, see what organization, what station is transmitting, and so on. So this is what we have, which is the closest right now to what will be the schedules for the winter. Of course, your favorite websites that you use, short-wave.info, EIBI space, and so on. They won't be accurate from day one. Usually takes several days before they are. So this is a replacement for now. So you can search if you're listening to something on the frequency, you don't know what it is. You can always go to this file, check out, okay, I'm listening to something on, let's say, 11755. Well, I just go and use the search function, find the frequency by searching for it, 11755. And then it's going to bring me to all the broadcasts that are on 11755 at specific times. And then I can check, okay, what's there, and try to see if I can find it. So VAT, Vatican Radio, CVA, from the transmitter site in the Vatican State. So things like that, I can understand that because I'm used to it. But it's normal that it's a complicated thing for a lot of people. But you'll have the frequency, you have the time of the transmissions from 1630 to 17 UTC, the languages, and so on. So it's worth checking out. This is really what is going to be the closest to all the schedules and to all the things that are out there on shortwave for the B25 for now. And once the regular schedules are back and up to date, well, you'll be able to rely on that. But at least you have something that you can use to find whatever is on the air on a specific frequency on Sunday. This is one of the most complete lists. Of course, not everything is in there. There are some stations that don't register with the HFCC, and some of the changes could be not really accurate because stations might have changed in the last minute what frequency you're going to use, but at least you've got something to help out. So the link to the download is in the description below. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up. Thank you for watching.